So check it out. I finally got the soft top compartment open on my Mercedes, a 1985 Mercedes 380 SL. And I've been struggling to get that top open so that I could take off my hard top and put up my soft top. And the problem was, as I was able to open it up on the driver's side, I could get it open here, but I could not get it open on the passenger side. So the way this works is, let me look inside here. There's this handle which looks like you're supposed to roll down a window with it. And if I push it toward the back of the car, right, then what happens is, let me show you what happens. When I pull on this, over here in the compartment, you'll see, I don't know if you can see in the camera very well, but it, let's see, it opens up that latch, and it pulls this lever, and it goes over to this rod, and what happens, this rod goes all the way around, you'll see, and it pulls this cable right here, and that cable goes all the way around. It goes under this middle back top latch, and it goes all the way around to the passenger side latch. And the problem was this connection had come loose. You see there's a little pin in here, and the pin had dislodged and come out, and it was sitting down here. Fortunately, it hadn't rolled off anywhere, but these two parts were not connected, and so whenever you pulled this little latch over here, of course it pulled this bit, but it didn't pull this bit, so no worky. It didn't open up that latch over there. So the question is, how did I get that latch open with this, with the compartment lid down? Because unlike right now, I couldn't reach in and try and figure this out. I needed to get this latch to open up. And so let me show you, while I have the compartment lid off, let me show you how I managed to get that latch open so I could open the compartment, and then I will show it to you with the lid closed and show you how I had to poke and prod in there. So set this down just to show you how this works. Here's the cable that comes around. So when you pull it, let me show you down here. If I zoom right in here, you'll see there's this opening. It's a capsule shaped opening here, and inside of it, let's see here, inside you can see the latch. And if I just were to manually pull the cable, you'll see how that latch maneuvers, right? It rotates back. There's a pin right there, so the pin goes through, and that stays in place, but the top part moves, as you can see. So your goal is to get that latch to move backwards like so. Now, whenever the lid is down, you'll see this bit right here. It actually sits right inside here, and so I don't know how well we can see this. See if I can point it out. All right, here's that capsule shape. So I'm looking for this little capsule shape. So that part I just showed you on the compartment lid, it sits in front of the latch itself. So it's really difficult. You can't really, you're unable to say reach in and just maneuver that latch like I can right now, because the lid is off and I have access to it, and that compartment part isn't sitting on top of it. So what I did was, you'll see, get in really close, you can see there is this cable sitting on top of it. And if I move that cable out of the way, you'll see a little dimple, an indentation. And I was essentially able to get my screwdriver at the corner of it into that indentation, and with little exertion I was able to pull that latch back, and that's how I got the latch off of it. So let me show you what this looks like with the compartment lid down, so you can see how I got in there to do that. Because if you're trying to do the same thing I did, of course your problem is that compartment is down. So let me jump over to that. Okay, so here I am with the compartment lid down, And as you can see over there, that compartment lid was up just as you see it there. And you'll see, by the way, I put tape on there telling me what those things did so I wouldn't forget. Anyway, so the problem is getting this sucker open. And we're not going to be able to see it because it's dark in there and I'm using my camera. But I was able to reach my screwdriver in here and got in really close with a flashlight, and I was able to spot that that capsule-shaped opening and that part of the latch with a little cable and that little dimple, and I was able to get the screwdriver in there, and finally, after about an hour or so of poking and prodding, I was able to get that latch open. So I'm using a small screwdriver. What is this thing? I bought it for this purpose. It's a here, a 3/16 inch by 6 inch. 6 inch? God, this looks bigger than 6 inches. Yeah, maybe it is. It looks more like, well, maybe it says it's 6 inches. I guess I could measure it, but that's probably what it is. In any case, that's what I used, and that's how I got this thing open. I know a lot of you guys have had this problem with this older model R107, and I hope you are able to open your hood up or your compartment up and enjoy the soft top, which I plan to drive around in tomorrow. All right. Hey, so check it out. There's the soft top up. It looks awesome. I realized I forgot to mention that whenever I was moving that latch on the passenger side of which direction I was moving in, there's the latch on the passenger side. There's that little dimple that I was able to use the screwdriver to get a purchase on that little dimple and move it, but I forgot to tell you which direction. I pushed that dimple forward towards the front of the car, and that's what released that latch so that I could open up the soft top. So that's a little important tidbit, and if you can manage to do that, then maybe you'll be lucky like me and be able to open up that hard top. And anyway, now it just opens up properly as it should. I can open it up and at will. So I hope this will work out for you as well. Good luck.